Hey everybody, welcome to the She's Crafty podcast. I'm Keena from Las Vegas, Nevada. This is episode 34. Thank you everybody for supporting me. Last week I got really personal and I appreciate everybody's comments. I did have 2 dislikes on that video and they were both from the UK. And I don't know if it could have been my profanity right on my picture of the video. It could have been anything, but I just want to say for the people for the UK, I'm sorry you don't like me. Whatever. Haters. It's weird when you get a dislike and you have no reason why. Now in Ravelry, I've got that phantom disliker, and I don't know, it might be somebody just effing with me. I can imagine that because I do that to people just to like be like, what the heck? It could be an accident. They said with the iPhone, people were accidentally like pushing disagree when they scrolled up and everything, but I don't know. I might be a little jaded. I mean, I'm talking about it. Why don't you like me? I'm not for everybody. Yes, I am. Anyway, this is a knitting podcast. It's about my craftiness and everything I'm doing. And this is my last week really to craft. Well, tomorrow I have my 6-hour orientation about dealing the World Series of Poker. What can we do in 6 hours of an orientation for an 8-week job? I mean, most of them are going to quit in the first week anyway. I may be one of them. We'll see how this goes. I mean, I have every intention of working 8 weeks, 5 days a week, 8 hours a day. I'm not doing overtime because I'm on a 10 p.m. shift and I'm hoping to get done at 4 a.m. because with poker you only work if you have games. So I'm hoping at 6 a.m. they don't need like a 10 p.m. dealer. I'm hoping other people have came in later and I won't be needed because I'm hoping to only do 6-hour shifts. So I can kind of stay on schedule because my husband gets home from work around 12 and noon, and I want to be able to be awake and spend time with him, and he goes to bed around 7 or 8. So we'll have the whole day to spend together, and then I'll go to work at 10 p.m. Which is going to be so weird because I've been waking up between 7 and 8 a.m. right now. So I'm going to totally flip my schedule. I can do it. Do you guys first before I start my knitting? If anybody doesn't care about this, I mean, sorry. But I have my To Deal Poker starter package. So to deal poker, these are the things you gotta have. Number 1. A seat cushion. Everybody should carry a seat cushion because we sit on those chairs for half an hour. Yeah, and a lot of people sit on the chairs, and yeah, you want to have your own one of these. Fanny pack. This is for your tips that you better get. Inside, I don't carry hand sanitizer because I don't really believe in that stuff because they say if you use it a lot, it takes away your body's ability to fight off bacteria or something like that. So I don't use it. Anything antibacterial, I'm like, I'm going to let my body take care of that. Of course, I wash my hands and everything after when I get on break. Every single break, I wash my hands immediately. But I do not carry around the hand sanitizer like everybody like doing that. Plus, my hands would be so like chalky and dry. Who wants that? Nobody. Especially when you're a knitter, don't you hate when you have that like one little piece of skin that the yarn keeps getting caught on and it's gross. And back to my starter package. Chapstick. This one I got from my Ipsy bag and I was so happy to see it because it is from Jersey Shore Cosmetics. Hello. So Jersey Shore Cosmetics, and it's peppermint, and it's made in New Jersey, and I was like, so sweet. And this one you guys probably don't know, but as a seasoned dealer, you under each deck, there's a little plastic card that protects the bottom of the deck so nobody can see what card is under there. And real dealers have their own cut cards and they carry it with them. This one is super old. I got this when I first started dealing poker. My name is on it and you can't even see because I've scratched it off. Like, because you can feel it on the bottom of the deck and I'm like, do something. This one is not scratched off yet. I got this one a few years before I quit dealing poker. And I have a pink one, but I'm not really a girl who carries around a pink card. So you need your cut cards. And one girl, I saw a dealer. She had like a marbly one. I was so jealous. And she didn't tell me where she got it. So I asked and she was like, no, I don't know. You know. I mean, come on. You know where you get stuff. So that was my poker starter package. After I deal poker at night, I will have a different starter package. It may entail some items that are risque. I don't know if that was the best word to say, but, and it will have a very good martini, possibly Bombay Sapphire. It's a definite. I will need it. And a pain pill. I have prescription. Anyway, I want to thank everybody for reaching out to me last week about the job situation. I really appreciate it. You know, I do have the job coming up for 8 weeks. And after that, I still have unemployment, of course. And of course, I'm looking for jobs, and I have some jobs that I could take in poker right away, but I really don't want to do that. I want to stay in table games, and hopefully I can get transferred to another property. Possibly Bellagio is having a job fair for dealers at my casino, and I'm really interested in that because Bellagio has like big days, like days. I don't even want to say it because it will blow your mind, but they have huge days and I want one. Just one. You know what? I'm going to switch it up this week because I have this stuff on my face and I just want to show it. So, acquisitions. Who? Me? Sorry. A little while ago, I put out the shout out for scraps for my blanket, and I really appreciate everybody who sent me stuff, and they sent me little goodies too, and I really appreciate it. And you guys know who you are. I don't like to give a shout out, you know, the names, because I don't want people to get weird or anything or get uncomfortable, but you know who you are, and I'm just going to show some of the stuff that I got. This one knitter, I mean, she is so freaking nice. Like, there are some people that are just so nice. You just want to squeeze their face. And she's one of the ones I want to do that. She sent me some fiber from Knit Picks. It is so nice. Look at this color. So I've already thought of so many combinations that I could spin with this color. It's 100% wool from Knit Picks. And it's just so soft. Sometimes when you get wool, it can be kind of scratchy or whatever, but this is so soft. And I'm just thinking about what I could blend with it to, on its own, it'll be real pretty, but I'm thinking about some really nice greens. I have a green hanging back there that will be so gorgeous with this. And it's like you want to cuddle. It's really soft. I mean, seriously. And she gave me some Chroma Twist from Knit Picks that looks like handspun. Look at it. It's like all different colors. This is so pretty. I mean, I love those colors. It's real springy and summery. It's super soft. This is a superwash wool and nylon from Knit Picks. And it's a bulky weight, so easy hats. I've even thought about making a monster with this because it'll be real soft and put it on the couch and be real springy. So I never saw this before, and I've never seen it on Knit Picks, and it's nice when you get something that you've never seen before and you're like, whoa, what is this? Hello? Yeah, so one of the other packages I got was for scraps, and they were nice enough to send me some other little items in there. And I could smell this when I opened up the package. It's a soap from happyvalleyhandcrafts.com, and the smell is monkey farts. It's a silk soap, and it has mostly all natural things in there. And I love to use all natural stuff, so my skin is hella sensitive. Like, even now that I'm getting older, it's so weird. My face is oily now, and I'm not used to that. And I was breaking out, and I'm like, what is happening? Because I was breaking out in spots I've never broken out before. And I was like, what the F? I'm almost 40 and I'm getting zits. Like, because I've never really had a face that broke out. Like, you get one or something. And I'm definitely a picker. Yes, that is one of my, like, things. And that's one of the reasons why I started knitting. Because I am a picker. Like, around my nails, you know, if I have a little bump, I mean, that's so gross, but I am. It's like a weird anxiety thing. I don't know what it is, but I don't have dermatillomania. I mean, that is hardcore, but I have definitely like a weird picking thing. And it's horrible to talk about, so it's really hard, like, not to, like, when I get a zit, like, pick it. I don't know. TMI. But thank you to the person that sent me the soap. It's going to be hard for me to use it, though, because it just smells so good. And there's a bunch of candy that, of course, I already ate. But my husband, of course, is from Pittsburgh. And the candy was from Altoona, PA. And he was like, what? This candy, it was like Mallow Cup. One was a butterscotch peanut butter cup. So good. And there was like Reese cups, but they were from this company. And the candy was the bomb. And he's like, I have to go get some when I'm in Pittsburgh. I'm like, you better. And on the bottom was, each candy had these little things on the bottom. Kind of reminds me of when I go to the boardwalk and you get little tickets and stuff. But it has Mallow Cup points. And if you get 500 of them, you get $2. And I was like, game on, challenge accepted. Next time I go to Pittsburgh, I'm going to get a bunch of these candies and try to get $2. Why? I don't know, but I saved them all. I have 100, no, I don't. I have 75, so almost 100. And 400 more, $2. I want my $2. Rufus is not impressed. He's like, really? So, Mallow Cups. Start saving and have fun. That's what it says on there. Yeah, I am. I went to the 51s game for the Stitch and Pitch, and the crochet group in our town gave them a big blanket. It was so cute. I missed them giving them the blanket because my friends were late. But I saw it on Facebook and it was nice, and the guys on there were all holding it up. It was really cool. And I got some free yarn from Cassandra from Mirage Fiber Arts. And it's her and I believe Ethereal Fibers. It's twists. And they give 10% of their proceeds to animal rescue. And this one is a merino and silk in Ariel and Eric. And it's really soft. And I really like the color. When she handed it to me, I'm like, how does this girl know what I like? They're so nice. They were giving out little minis at the game. And it was fun to see knitters at the game. I didn't know anybody except Angie. She used to come to our group. And she has the cutest Angora bunnies. Oh, they're so adorable. And also, I got from Ethereal Fibers my girl Kelly, because I love her so much. This is some yak, and I've never had yak before. It's 70-20-10, so it's merino, yak, and nylon, and the autocorrect series, the Golden Gorillas. Look how pretty that is. I couldn't say no. And my friend Christina and Laura are like, why are you buying yarn? It was Kelly. I could not say no. Kelly puts her stuff on Instagram, and I know she lives down the street, and it's too easy. It's too easy, like one click, you know what I mean, on the computer. It's like, why do you make it so easy? Why don't you ask for my credit card information and I have to get up, and then I'm like, fuck it, I'm not buying it. This is another one of hers called In the Starlight Sock, which is Merino Nylon Stellina and Semi-Haunted. And this was actually one of her Halloween colorways I told her I wanted, and this is how long it took me to get it. So I just totally dropped the ball on seeing her, and she's busy, like she's like an adult and all that stuff, and she can't make it to knit meets. When I ordered more yarn for my Doodler, I ordered just the one Noro that I needed to finish up the fan, and I ordered some Hedgehog Fibers DK. But the colors are so pretty, and I saw it on, I would really love to make a hat out of this. I couldn't say no. It's their DK Merino. 100% springy twist merino wool. Machine washable. May bleed for the first couple of washes. Anyway, whips. Whip it! You guys are not going to believe what is on my needles. I have one done. My Touch Merino Magic Socks. Just a rib shortie. And I'm on the heel flap of the second one. Can you believe this actually happened? I cast it on for the 51s game. And do you know the 51s game, they had $1 hot dogs and like the beers were $4. I was like, this is the best bar in town. How long is this game going? And it went a long time. The first inning, I swear, was like 30 minutes. It was insane. I was like, when is this inning going to be over? There were 2 home runs by the 51s. It was a really fun time, and $1 hot dogs and like $4 tall boys. I was like, beer me. And me and my friends, all of us were just, you know, shit canned by our casino. So we were like, I think we should drink here because it's like cheapest drinks to get. So yeah, I'm on the heel flap of that. And I think every Monday or Tuesday is like $1 hot dogs there. When's the season over? I don't know. My Sunshine Socks by Cookie A. The first one is at the toe. I'm really happy with this color. It's a nice squiggly cable. There's the yarn in the ball. And this is from C.J. Knit in her Squidward Merino. It's superwash merino nylon. I'm really loving the color. Digging it. And my last whip that I worked on this week is my Doodler by Stephen West. So this is kind of in timeout, but I'm taking it out soon. The colors I'm using, 2 of them are from Skein. One is Ginkgo and one is Briar. And the other one is a Silk Garden, and this is what's left. I only needed to do one more fan, but I needed it. I mean, I had to finish it. And I selfishly kept one of my bags that I made because I could not part with it. The Girl in Balloons bag. I just loved it so much. And I made a tote and another bag just like this, and they were sold in like an hour. Because the print is just so pretty. Inside I have polka dots. It's just a really nice print. I just love it. And it holds 3 balls of yarn and my Doodler. So it's a pretty big size bag. So my Doodler. Why is it in timeout? Let me find the front, which is this. So I'm done all the cable. And I'm done, you know, this first part. So this is the fan, and I really like how the Noro looks. It looks really cool. Kind of reminds me of a butterfly right now. So on the bottom, it tells me, this is the part I'm at on the bottom. It tells me to pick up, you know, all the stitches on here, and it has a certain number. I could pick up about 60 more stitches. When I got to the end here, I had to skip like a stitch to make it work, and I mean, I don't know, how am I off 60 stitches, because all these fans are right. They have to be, because I've counted each one, each little row, and you know, I've got to the end and everything, so I don't understand how I'm off 60 stitches. But if anybody else has knit this and had issues with picking up for the fan part, let me know, because I'm really confused, because I know just the way the pattern is, I mean, you would know if you had 60 more rows of something. So that's why it's in timeout. I was just kind of really confused about the picking up of the stitches. So I finished up this whole fan part. And you can't even tell where I've changed skeins for the Noro, because I changed it in here. But because the yarn is a gradient like that, you can't even tell, and that makes me very happy. I have spinning. So I did a bunch of spinning this week. I was watching Dear White People on Netflix, which was a little too YA for me. I don't know, I think it's more for teenagers. I also was watching The Fall, and the killer on there is super duper hot. It's the same guy who plays Christian for 50 Shades of Grey. He's smoking hot. And I'm listening to an audiobook, which is something about a waiter, but it's a autobiography about a waiter who worked at the Cricket Room in Beverly Hills and his encounters with celebrities and so on. And I read a book before that was called Waiter Rant, and that is a really good book if you like just funny books about people and their work and little things they come upon. Waiter Rant is really good. It's about a guy who worked at in New York City, and it's really funny. So my spinning, I have all this, which comes out to 542 yards. I had some singles laying around for a long time that I didn't know what I was doing with. One of them was a silk merino, and one of them was a bamboo, and I just put them together. So I have, because my bobbins are small, that's why I always have, whenever you get hand spun for me, it's always going to have a knot, because my bobbins are small. I have a Kiwi, and I have a Kiwi Joy 2 also, but I don't really use, no, not a Kiwi Joy, an Ashford Joy 2, and I don't really use that one too much. It's more like a traveling wheel when I've never taken it anywhere, but in theory, it's for me when I want to go spinning in a park or want to go traveling or something. That's the wheel I'm going to take, and I will do it one time, sometime. I got a bunch of this gorgeous yarn in a DK weight. It's so pretty. It has blues and oranges and greens, yellows. It's just really pretty. And I don't think I'm going to put it on Etsy. I think I'm going to save it for a really nice gift for Christmas one year and make a DK hat and then some mitts to match or something. It'd be real pretty. And I also did a fiber mix from Spin City, and I did put this one on Etsy. It's a 2-ply of a fiber mix, and when I'm spinning it, I'm guessing it's a lot of bamboo. It's a wool and a sparkle, which I think is Angelina, but it's not heavily saturated in sparkle. I hate when people put like Firestar in roving and it's just like a big clump of it. This one is very muted. It was, you know, just a touch, you know, just a touch. And it's really nice. It's like a heavy DK. That's my natural spin, is a 2-ply of a heavier DK. Not exactly worsted. So those are the ones. And this one is on Etsy. And I don't even believe I gave a name to it. How wrong is that? Anybody think of one? When I was spinning it, I was thinking about gem and a holograms. And then I just totally forgot to name it. So help me out with that. Maybe I'll add it to the Etsy listing of, you know, my stuff. I don't know how I forgot to name it, but my sewing this week, I had a bunch of stuff on Etsy that I've already mailed out. I do have some things left. My geometric Saved by the Bell bag with the ruler on the side. This is the same bag, same size as my balloon bag that I'm keeping my Doodler in. So it's a big bag. Inside is polka dots. And there's pink neon pom-poms. This is such a fun bag. I love it so much. I have some of the print left and I want to make a little throw pillow out of it. I'm saving it. I'm not making another bag. Even though if this one goes, I'll be sad. And I have some trim now. It's neon green. I think I might add it if I do make another one. If I have any left over from the throw pillow. I had a giveaway also, and I gave away this tall bag. And this one is good for shawls and socks and whatever, mitts, hats. And it's not boxed. I just thought it was more of a good bag to carry along when you're knitting. And you can zipper it up to the handle. So I had a giveaway. It was just like a 3-day weekend thing, and this bag had been on my site for a while, so I said, let me give that away. I love these bras. I do have more fabric, and I have some bra bags on the site that have jean on the bottom. They're so nice. I made some totes. These are fun. I have one that I made that I carry to work. And this one inside is gray. And I think this is a nice, fun summer tote. You can take it like, you know, shopping or just carry it around. For me, I mean, I just like to carry these around, like put knitting projects in there or big shawls or sweaters or something. But I started my old romance. I hardly have any done, so I didn't really show it. But the old romance by SocaeCaetano, I just started doing the sleeves and I don't really have much on there, so I didn't show it, but I'll be putting it in something like this. And I made this tote and my mother-in-law wanted it, which is so weird because she gave me this snakeskin, faux snakeskin fabric. And the front is Medusa. The fabric is so cool. Inside is just purple. And there is a pocket in there, I believe. No, there's not. How did I forget to put a pocket on there? I always do. Oh, that's weird. And the handles, I did black and purple. I loved this bag also. And she's like, I want that Medusa bag. She's like, how much is it? I'm like, girl, I'm not going to charge my mother-in-law. What am I? No. Plus, she gave me this fabric, and I said, basically, she gave me this and the purple, I believe. I didn't raid her stash while I was in Pittsburgh, but she gave me some fabric, and my husband's like, I remember this fabric, you helped me cover my sofa or something like that. And I was like, I gotta make something out of that. It was this really thick green velvet, and I was like, are you serious? Your couch was covered in that? I have a knitting FO, and I think this is going to inspire you guys. People with handspun, you don't know what to do with. You know, if you just started spinning, a lot of times you'll get a really bulky handspun with not a lot of yardage. This was a handspun I got in a swap, and there wasn't a lot of yardage. It was like 130 yards or something. But I made it into one of those bun hats. My sister-in-law, she has I think it's unruly hair because she always just keeps it in a ponytail. And when I've seen it natural, it's curly like mine. So yeah, in Jersey, like curly hair, forget about it. It's just ponytail it, because in the summer, my hair never looked good in Jersey. I would just say that. To straighten it was a pain because it would just frizz out like crazy. And in the summer, I just put it in a ponytail. I would just love to shave my head in Jersey, because it's just miserable for anybody who has curly hair, because your hair just looks like crap. Mine did, at least. So I just made, like, I don't know what I cast on, like 88 stitches on a 10 or something, or a 9, and just made like a cable. And on the top, I just try to do decreases where it didn't really mess up the cables, and then I did some ribbing so it was stretchy, and then just kind of folded it down, like the ribbing for, like, I don't know, 6 rounds of 2x2, and then I just had this where this folded down, so if she could put it up, I guess, if what, I don't know, just fix it, girl, fix your hair. And the hat looks cute. On it's gorgeous. The colors are amazing. The person that this swap was a fiber share, and I don't remember the name, but if you're watching, this is your hand spun yarn. Thank you. Look how gorgeous this is on me. Hey. Yeah, that's how I approach people. Hey. Okay, there's things I want to knit. Let me tell you about them. Just wanted you to know that this is what's happening behind me. Oops. He's really tired. My poor Rufus did have a tough, like, few days there. We took him to the vet to get a couple bumps removed from... He had one, like, on his side and on his chest, and they were just going to check him out to see what they are, but they pretty sure, they said by the texture, they're just fatty, so he had to go under, and he had one in his mouth, so he got that removed, and a couple little things removed, so he had stitches for a while, and I felt so bad when he came out of the vet. He was just so sad. I mean, I even let him get on the couch, and I never let him get on the couch, but I put a blanket down, and he got on and just cuddled up and was just like, why did you do that? I felt so bad. And then when I took him to get his stitches out, oh man, he was like, the vet has a counter. The girl took his leash to take him out. He's like, no! And he was trying to get on the counter, and then she took him around the back of the counter. And there's a low counter because she wanted to put their leash on him because he was so strong. He started like jumping like all the staplers and the computer. Oh, he was not a happy dog. He thought he was going to go get stitches again or something. I felt so bad, and poor guy. I mean, this poor little thing. He's my baby. You know, I don't have any kids, but I do have 3 little fur babies here, and I take care of them, and I take them to the doctors, and I feel really bad when they're sad. What was I doing? Oh, things I want to knit. Okay, so I put 2 things on my queue this week. One of them is a boho bag. It's the Urban Gypsy boho bag, and it's crochet, and it's free, and it's a really cute bag. It tells you all the directions are in there where you can line it and, you know, sew in a lining, and it tells you how to do that and everything. And I need all the help I can with crochet because I'm horrible at it. I really need, like, someone who crochets to just come over and just give me, like, the quick rundown of where's your stitch? What is your stitch? When you turn it around, is that stitch the same stitch? Like, I just need little tidbits like that, and I could probably find a thing on YouTube, but I know crocheters, and you can come over and, you know, we'll have a glass of wine or whatever, or martini, and you can tell me the ins and outs about crochet. So the boho bag, anyway, is super cute. I want to make one for myself to carry along like cute little things like iPhone and chapstick and stuff like that. The other one is a shawl, and I've been loving shawls that are like garter stitch and then they have just lace. And there was a free pattern that came out by a New Zealand designer, and I believe there's an online knitting thing, like kind of like Knitty, but it's called Notions with a K, and they have free patterns, and they'll have how-tos and things like that. And there was a bunch of free patterns on there, and one was the Takuro shawl, and it's a Maori name for autumn, and Maori is the tribe in New Zealand. And I just thought that was real cool, and I'm like, New Zealand, of course, I gotta knit that shawl. And it's a cool shawl that has like garter and lace, and then garter and lace, and it was a free pattern. I don't know if it's free anymore, but when the free patterns come up, you know, I'm snatching them. And I put that one in my queue, so that means we're gonna knit it. I already have my Miter Nova that I haven't worked on forever. I got my Doodler. I mean, could I start another shawl? I don't know. But those are the things that I want to knit, and check them out because they're really cool patterns. So that's basically the podcast for this week. As you guys can see, I've been doing a lot of crafting and sewing for my Etsy shop. If I haven't mentioned it, my Etsy shop is The Limitless Crafter on Etsy.com. And everybody who watches my podcast can use the coupon code YARNLOVER for 10% off, because I'm super nice like that. Plus, I just appreciate you guys, because you guys are super nice, and you don't give me any shit, like I always say, and I just really appreciate it. You guys are so supportive and caring, and there's just, you guys are just really like my friends. Is that sad? It's not, because you guys are awesome. But yeah, my internet friends are genuinely just so great, and it's weird that I don't know you guys in person, but I feel like I do know you as a true friend, and you guys know who you are, that are special to me, and I just really appreciate you guys watching. And I want to encourage you guys to make your own podcast too, because it would be so cool if everybody that I talk to on here would do a podcast, or if anybody wants to do a video chat. My days off are going to be Friday and Saturday, so if anybody wants to do a video knit night on Google Hangouts, that would be so fun. You know, maybe on the group, my podcast has a group on Ravelry called She's Crafty Podcast Peeps. I can make a link in there if anybody wants to do a video podcast or video knit night. Let me know. I think that would be so fun. With those video podcasts or video hangouts, I think it's best to limit it to about 4 people, because when you get too many people, I think it really, like, everybody gets all grainy and you can't see what people are knitting on. But if anybody wants to do that with me, I don't know when I'm going to be able to do another podcast because of the series. We'll see if I even have the energy or even have time to do any crafting. This is going to sound bad, but I haven't worked full-time in like 6 years, so I don't really know what kind of time I'll have on my hands, if I'll be too tired. What, you know, I still have to live, you know, do stuff around the house and everything, so I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I really want to encourage you guys to do your own podcasts or to do the video knit night with me. I will start a thread and see if anybody really wants to do it on a Friday or Saturday night, even this week. I mean, I'm down. I have one more week until I have to start working, and I really want to make the best of it. So get in touch with me, and you know, happy knitting, guys, and right on. Everybody who's crafting and doing stuff, right on. Happy knitting.